Dhammapuja. Another little meditation story for today. As usual, I went out this afternoon and to get things for offering. Usually I get rice and vegetables and some other things that we need for the shrine. And yeah, I went out by myself, and usually it takes around an hour for me to come out and back. And then during that time, usually Bhante goes and sits in meditation. So I came back, and sometimes along the way, some people offer to help, but when they see me carrying a big bag over my shoulder, big duffel bag, and rice bag, like I usually use a blank rice sack to carry things, and I think sometimes people think I'm like walking with all my belongings or what. So usually people will ask me in Thai, like where I'm going, what temple I'm going, and it's a bit difficult to explain. And sometimes there's a language barrier, sometimes other things. So I can't always receive people's help. But today I was on my way back, and a man stopped on his motorbike and just had a nice energy, and we were already very close to our place, but I thought, oh, well, I don't really need a ride, but I could just give him the heavy bag, and then I'll walk and he can carry the bag for me, because he was offering a ride. So yeah, I gave him the bag, and then I directed him like where I needed to go, and I thought, oh, just stop outside our place, and then he can give me the bag and I'll bless and go. And I also thought, oh, it's good because maybe he can see our shrine from a distance, because from our entryway you can get a peek at the shrine. And I thought that would be a nice blessing for him. But yeah, so he went ahead on his bike and then stopped in front of our place. And what I wasn't expecting is that he just walked right in. And yeah, so then I was a bit like, oh, because Bhante's in meditation, I wasn't sure what to do. But he was very friendly, and then I realized, oh, we have this very abundant shrine, and the building that we're staying in is like quite, I don't know how to say, but it doesn't look like a hotel building or a resort building necessarily. And so because of all the landscaping and everything, and then the shrine, and I realized, oh, this like feels so much like a temple that this man just feels like he can just walk in. And I thought, oh, that's actually kind of nice. Like it has that open temple feeling, and it's actually not that, it's not really a problem. And so I came, and then I told Bhante, I blessed, and then I told Bhante, someone has come help me carry the things. And then Bhante was meditating, and then Bhante exited. Bhante opened Bhante's eyes, and yeah, then called me over. And now, just briefly, I switched to tell Bhante's part of the story, because later Bhante explained to me the meditation that Bhante was practicing before we arrived. And Bhante explained that Bhante first was practicing metta, and then next Bhante was practicing water kasina, and then developing pasadi. So and Bhante told me even the water kasina wasn't even practicing jhana, not even first jhana. So just visualizing the water. And funnily enough, Bhante is practicing these very cooling, cool water quality meditations. And the man who helped me and who walked up into our place has very significant water element, and maybe that's also why I felt comfortable with him. So yeah, that was quite a nice intersection. And also Bhante told me that just yesterday Bhante was kind of setting the intention, hoping to be able to meet more students, and it's been kind of difficult here in Thailand, partly because of the language barrier. Very few people speak English, very, very few people, and it's not that, maybe not that there's not the opportunity or not the people who could potentially learn from Bhante, but the language barrier is a very difficult thing. And but this man came up and was very respectful and did Namakara to Bhante, and I could tell, like, oh, he just really feels like this is a temple. And I thought, that's really nice. Like, yeah, our shrine, this is really like a temple. And like, it's good that he feels like he can just walk in. And then Bhante kind of welcomed him, and he sat in front of us, and I sat next to Bhante, and he sat in front of us, and we did some chanting. And yeah, in short, this man is very lucky. So we did some chanting, and I could tell, like, okay, Bhante is really being skillful here, because we started with Itipiso and Buddha qualities, Dhamma qualities, Sangha qualities, and then we were going through, and I could tell Bhante is picking these chanting that this man can recognize, even though our chanting style is different, like that he can recognize or at least be familiar with. And so yeah, we start with that, and then Namo Tassa, and then we do some parts of Mahamantram. But I could see, okay, Bhante is picking out like what can be comfortable and familiar, and so we did Buddha, Metta Karuna Mudita Upekkha, and yeah, and a few more. And yeah, I could just see, okay, Bhante's being very skillful in applying the doing the chanting that can feel nice and comfortable. And yeah, as we're doing the chanting, I'm also visualizing, I'm blessing this man, and I think, wow, this man is very lucky. And I'm visualizing the golden letters going around him, and set Ajutagiva Pariyantang with Dhammacakka, and kind of set the intention that they may protect him, and ask the devas to protect him. And then Bhante also took out Bhante's mala, long mala, and I could see Bhante blessing the mala, and I know, oh, Bhante's going to give him Bhante's mala. And I thought, wow, this man is really lucky to have helped and to be able to get this blessing. And then after we finished chanting, Bhante gave him the mala, and then we just sat in meditation, and it was very natural interaction. Like, we just kind of naturally went into silent sitting meditation. And I was feeling, the meditation energy so nice sitting next to Bhante and with this man here. I don't know what meditation the man is practicing, but his energy was quite nice, and partly because of all the blessing and everything. Yeah, and But sitting next to Bhante, I noticed like this is before I knew what meditation Bhante is practicing. I just felt like a very, very sweet and comfortable and almost like honey. And then, yeah, I thought maybe Bhante's practicing Anapanasati because I was using my brain. And from the days before, Bhante is practicing Anapanasati. But yeah, after I talked to Bhante later, then Bhante explained metta, water kasina, and pasadi, developing pasadi sambhajanga. So that explained, that connected. I was like, oh, okay, that's the cool, comfortable, sweet feeling is the water element, and then the pasadi, which is also very water and very cool and comfortable. So yeah, it was a really nice interaction and so spontaneous, and just one of those things that the Dhamma power and the Devas only can manage. There's no way that we could arrange this kind of thing. And I mean, this man didn't even speak almost any English. And yeah, so it's really nice. And but yeah, I'm it goes to show the power of meditation. I think one thing is many people think like, needs to be the highest jhana in order to be powerful. But I've seen when Bhante is practicing Anapanasati, and then also in this case, the water kasina, like Bhante is not even going into first jhana, but the effect, even just sitting next to Bhante, is so powerful. What can be said for what Bhante is actually experiencing? And so it's important. Little learning is like, oh, okay, doesn't need to be jhana in order to be powerful meditation. So that's my little meditation story for today. It seems like every day there's a new one, which is really great. Getting in a good rhythm here in Thailand, here in Bangkok. We'll be going in maybe around 2 weeks. So yeah, need to absorb and use the time well here. Yeah, bless the rice helper man. He was very good to us, and got the very great reward in return. Super blessing. And then he even came back around 15 minutes later with some water and drinks for us. Very kind, very sweet. And he was also asking how he can, if we go for alms. Unfortunately, difficult for us to communicate, but maybe we'll see him again in the future. Yeah, that's a little story for today. May all beings become Buddha very, very fast, really, really fast in this very moment now. The death is now, Ranchip now. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Patindema, patindema, patindema. Namo Buddhaya.